All right. Thank you, everybody, for being here. We are FungAI. We are a mushroom image classification software company, and we'd like to show you what we've made. Before we get started, we'd like to give a big thanks to our team, our wonderful team members. Without their help, without their hard work, this couldn't have been possible, so you have my infinite thanks. All right, let's get into it. So, first of all, human-fungal relationships. Fungi. Weird thing to think about, right? Fungi are the oldest living organisms on the planet. They date back to about 3 billion years ago. They predate animals, plants. I mean, animals and plants came from fungi. We diverted away from them about 600 million years ago. They are our true ancestors. We are all fungal organisms. And we have fungi living inside of us, in our gut, in our brain, sometimes in between our toes. It smells like Parmesan. They form symbiotic and parasitic relationships with trees, plants, living animals, and dying organisms. They decompose. They're the primary decomposers in our world. As the seasons change and the leaves fall on the ground, mushrooms break down all of that organic material and recycle all of the nutrients so that it can be used again in the next cycle. The oldest living specimen, human, found with mushrooms is a caveman from the Austrian Alps named Ötzi, from about 6,000 years ago. He was found frozen in a glacier, perfectly preserved, and in his pouch of miscellaneous objects were a bunch of mushrooms. So that's the oldest reference that humans have been using mushrooms in some way or another, but I'm sure it goes back many, many thousands of years before that. So what's one of the main problems about mushrooms and foraging mushrooms and just dealing with them in general? There are so many different kinds of mushrooms. Mushrooms outnumber plants 6 to 1. It's very hard to know specifically what you're picking up. Let's say we go foraging in the woods and I pick something up. It could feed me. It could do wonders for my medical system. It could give me immune support. It could kill me, or it could send me on a magical spiritual journey. Who knows? But there are so many different kinds of mushrooms, it's very, very hard to know specifically what you're working with, and misclassification is a massive problem. 50 to 100 people die every single year from eating something that they weren't supposed to. So really, this is one of the major problems that mushroom foragers face when they go out into the woods. But this also presents a wonderful opportunity, something that we've capitalized on, and our friend Leo is going to tell us a little bit more about.
Thank you very much, Tommy. I'm delighted to introduce to you today the first version of FungAI, a software that is predicting the genus of mushrooms. So now think of a beautiful hike in the Austrian Alps. You can hear the river flowing down the valley. And yeah, the sun is shining the first time for a few days. And yeah, you can see mushrooms growing everywhere. And that really reminds me of my favorite dish, which is boletus risotto. And I'd love to collect some of these mushrooms. I just don't know what it is. Well, good that I downloaded FungAI this morning, and I can just upload some images to the app and yeah, analyze them and see what I found. So let's do that, Tommy. The underlying technology is a convolutional neural network, which is a machine learning model. And yeah, it classifies the picture into genuses. And genuses are somehow families of mushrooms like boletus, but there are many species within them. And yeah, in a second, because of the internet, we will receive the analysis of this picture. There we go. Wow, we found a boletus. Wonderful. Additional information. I guess it's edible. It also outputs 3 examples of this genus, which are specific species. But let's explore this webpage a bit more. Let's see what else is waiting for us. Wow, that's amazing. Those are recipes. And that's my favorite dish, Tommy. We should cook that tonight. Boletus risotto. Amazing. But let's check out some other mushrooms we have found. Let's upload some more pictures. So the output of the website is twofold. It either will output recipes as we have just seen it, or it might also output a warning if it is not recommended to eat those mushrooms. So let's see what we have found here. Amanita, man, we can already see that there are 3 skulls up there in the information, so I guess we really shouldn't touch that stuff, and it's probably pretty poisonous. Yeah, as you can see here again, better don't touch that stuff. We should get that out of our basket, Tommy. Let's stick to the boletus risotto. Yeah, all in all, FungAI is not just a tool for people that want to develop their knowledge within the mushroom world, but it is also super helpful, and it's the most important thing is it has potential to save lives. So yeah, thank you very much, and the FungAI team wishes you a pleasant experience with collecting mushrooms.